Good morning. Welcome to the Franklin County Board of Commissioners General Session. Today is Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. As a reminder to those in the audience, this is a public meeting and is being recorded if you can mute your devices. And we are going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Boyce.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have the approval of the minutes for the April 10th, April 17th, April 24, 2025 briefing sessions, and the April 15th, April 22nd, April 29th, 2025 general sessions.
So moved. Second?
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes,
Thank you. The minutes have been approved.
thank you. First, we have the engineer's office.
Resolution number 43425, LJB Incorporated Consulting Engineers appointed to assist the Franklin County Engineer by providing detailed engineering design services for the Dempsey Road, Winchester Pike, and No Bixby Road pedestrian improvements project, Lennon Township and Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $431,112.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nick Soulis, Government Affairs Liaison for Engineer Adam Fowler. Commissioners, this project involves the construction of sidewalks and crosswalks along No Bixby Road, Winchester Pike in southeast Franklin County, and Dempsey Road up in northeast Franklin County. This project is funded by ODOT safety dollars, and LJB will be providing detailed design services for us. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 434-25.
Second?
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes,
Resolution number 43425 has been adopted. Resolution number 43525, establishing, altering, and widening of Havens Corners Road, County Road number 16, at Wagoner Road, County Road number 106, Jefferson Township, Franklin County, Ohio, declared necessary.
Commissioners, this project is located in northeast Franklin County in Jefferson Township, stated by the clerk. The current intersection is a signalized intersection, and we are looking to replace it with a modern roundabout. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 435-25.
Second?
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
yes,
Resolution number 43525 has been adopted. Resolution number 43625, Report 6th of the Franklin County Engineer establishing sums of compensation and damages for a portion of the owners of property abutting Harrisburg, Georgesville Road, 2.83 over Big Darby Creek, Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $1,000.
Commissioners, we've presented this project to you many times. This is the sixth comp and damage report. This project, as you know, is a rehabilitation of the existing bridge, and it's funded with CEAO County Local Bridge Program dollars. This particular resolution will compensate a property owner for the relocation of the contents of a structure located on her property. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 436-25.
Second?
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
yes,
Resolution number 43625 has been adopted. Resolution number 43725, Report 13th of the Franklin County Engineer establishing sums of compensation for a portion of the owners of property abutting Frank Road, County Road number 125, at Brown Road, County Road number 142, Hardy Parkway Street, and Frank Road, County Road number 125, at Brown Road, Township Road number 142, Franklin Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $50,962.80.
Commissioners, this particular project is funded with ODOT safety dollars, and it seeks to improve safety at an existing signalized intersection as well as a stop-controlled intersection, and we're replacing those with modern roundabouts. We have negotiated with the property owners on this particular resolution, and compensation is based on fair market value, and we're also including some relocation costs for one of the property owners. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 437-25.
Second?
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
yes,
Resolution number 43725 has been adopted. Resolution number 43825, resolution authorizing County Engineer Adam Fowler to submit applications and execute project agreements on behalf of Franklin County for the Ohio Public Works Commission funding of road and bridge projects.
Commissioner, this resolution seeks authorization to submit the applications and execute project agreements for OPWC funding. The applications will be submitted in August of this year, and project awards will be made later in the year. We've not made a final determination of all the projects that we'll be submitting on, but the following are likely candidates. Clark State Road at Wagoner Road Roundabout, Cooper Road over Noble Run, Ferris Road from Minnie Road to Cleveland Avenue, Innes Road from Cleveland Avenue to Westerville Road, the Johnstown Road at 17th Avenue and I-670 ramp, the Crop Road Drainage Outlet Phase 2, and all of our projects on our capital improvements program. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 438-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 43825 has been adopted. Resolution number 43925, resolution rescinding resolution number 56023.
Commissioners, back in 2023, the Village of Minerva Park made application for $160,000 in county motor vehicle license fee funds. And this board approved it via Resolution 560-23. The village, however, was successful in receiving OPWC funding for this project, so they don't need those particular funds. So they are requesting to rescind the previous resolution so that they may be able to use those funds on a future project. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 438-25. 439?
439.
439-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 43925 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners. Have a great day.
Thank
You too,
you.
Nick.
You do the same. Next, we have the Sheriff's Office.
Resolution number 44025, resolution authorizing the county administrator to sign memorandums of understanding on behalf of the Board of Commissioners with members of the Franklin County Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force for the remainder of calendar year 2025.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Albert Smith, Assistant Finance Director for the Sheriff's Office. Our first resolution will allow the county administrator to sign an Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force MOU with Grove City Police Department. This resolution will also authorize the county administrator to sign any future ICAC Task Force MOUs for the remainder of this year. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 440-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 44025 has been adopted. Resolution number 44125, resolution authorizing a contract with Entrado Life and Safety Solutions Incorporated for 911 phone system software and equipment in the amount of $453,036.60.
Commissioners, our last resolution will allow us to sign an agreement with Entrado for our new 911 communications center. This agreement will provide us with 911 phone system, software, and equipment. The term of this agreement will be for 1 year after the acceptance of the new system. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 441-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 44125 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
to see
Have
you,
a
Albert.
great day. Next, we have Office on Aging.
Resolution number 44225, resolution authorizing a grant agreement with St. Stephen's Community Center that will provide services and programming to promote and support access to the social determinants of health for seniors in Franklin County in the amount of $42,000.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. I'm Tamara Hartley, Deputy Director of Communication for Office on Aging. Every year, Franklin County Office on Aging receives grant funding to provide specialized services to older adults through various Franklin County nonprofit organizations. This grant agreement included funding for St. Stephen's Community Center to implement Grandparent University, a proposed program designed to provide social, emotional, and educational services for seniors who are raising non-biological children. With a focus on two key social determinants of health domains, social and community context and education access and quality, Grandparent University will allow kinship families to be equipped with practical knowledge and skills for caregiving, strengthening their ability to navigate available social and health services. The program ultimately aims to reduce poverty among kinship families led by older adults. Pending any questions, I respectfully ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 442-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yep.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 442-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 443-25, resolution authorizing an agreement between Franklin County Children's Services, Franklin County Office on Aging, and Franklin County Department of Job and Family Services for kinship caregiver support in the amount of $600,000.
So research suggests that children do better when they are placed with extended family, such as grandparents or close family friends, rather than being placed in foster care. In 2022, Ohio had 189,000 grandparents responsible for their grandchildren. The Franklin County Office on Aging Kinship Support Program supports adults aged 55 and older, caring full-time for minor children whose biological parents are unable to do so. In 2024, Office on Aging received 171 referrals with a total of 284 children in the home requesting kinship services. This contract with Franklin County Children's Services will continue supporting 400 kinship families led by older adults. Pending any questions, I respectfully ask for your approval of this resolution.
Commissioners, if I may, Joy Bivens, Deputy County Administrator of Health and Human Services. I want to make mention that for our kinship families, as Tamara had stated, this is for grandparents and folks that are taking care of kids that are, they're not biologically birthed by that parent. For the question, though, is what does this pay for? What does this cover? Does it cover beds? Does it cover childcare? Does it cover mental health services? Those types of things, so that our community, and you can post it on your website,
Yeah,
so the community will know if I am taking care of someone, what resources are available to me. My second question, though, is do I have to be enrolled in Office on Aging to obtain a supportive services under this kinship program?
okay. I'll definitely look at that and make sure that's very clear.
Yeah, and we would just want to make sure, we'll make sure everyone posts it so that folks will know that these dollars are available.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
If there are no comments or further comments or questions, move for adoption of 443-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes. Yes.
Resolution number
I did have a question.
443-25. Oh, excuse me.
Commissioner Crowley had a question.
Oh, I apologize. I
No,
thought you
it's
said
okay.
yes.
I didn't, I was mulling it over.
apologies.
I do have a question. I mean, even though it's passed, but I do have a question. And I might have missed it. If you can just tell me exactly, I mean, it's between Children's Services and the Office on Aging and Job and Family Services, but what is different from the caregiver support that is offered just through Children's Services? Like, how is this partnership different?
So I think this partnership is definitely geared for grandparents, and I think that's the connection. They've already supported this program, and this is just this resolution is just a continuation of that support. But it's definitely focused on those that are 55 and older, which is the audience of Office on Aging, that partnership between the two.
So the caregiver support or the kinship dollars that come through Children's Services, that focuses on anybody and everybody that's a caregiver that's not related to the child. I mean, that's related to the child in the family. And so I guess I'm not understanding exactly how this. I mean, this is just focused on grandparents, but there already is a focus or support for grandparents through funding that comes through the levy.
Yeah.
So
Can you help with that?
yeah.
If I may, Commissioner. So Children's Services awarded, and I don't know what the breakdown is because I don't have it in front of me, so I apologize. Children's Services awarded Office on Aging last year with $300,000, understanding that there are residents within the community that have placement that do not go through their doors. So they wanted to make sure that they not just have dollars under their roof, but there's dollars also under Office on Aging, because they recognize Office on Aging being the primary place where grandparents, that door may be walked.
Okay, so this is a relationship, this includes people who may not have had a relationship
Absolutely.
with Children's Services, but it's taken care
That's
of.
what
Absolutely.
Okay, that's,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
that's what I'm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Pre-
again, I don't have the breakdown of the dollar amount. I know last year they did 300,000. I don't know what it is this year.
If I may.
Yes.
President Crowley, Commissioner O'Grady, Commissioner Boyce. This collaboration came about because Office on Aging was continuing to see a growing number of senior option recipients turning to the office for this type of kinship care assistance. And it was not sustainable to use the senior options levy dollars to provide these services. So because we've been working to create as many collaborative partnerships as we can under the HHS rules, Children's Services stepped up to their credit. I was gonna say thank you to them because it stepped up to their credit to enter into this agreement and expand this agreement as they had available dollars in order to help the grandparents that are in senior options that didn't have a relationship directly with Franklin County Children's Services.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll be quicker with my questions next time. Next up, Child Support Enforcement.
Madam President, I do just want to confirm you said yes during that vote. Okay, thank you. So resolution number 443-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 444-25, resolution authorizing contract modification number 2 with CBTS LLC in the amount of $46,852.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration, Susan Brown, Director representing the Child Support Agency. This resolution requests your consideration in approving a contract modification with the State of Ohio Next Generation Telephony Solution Unified Contact Center Enterprise Environment hosted by CBTS. The modification is to convert the current Jabber software call system to Microsoft Teams voice calling. The terms of the contract modification remain unchanged and terminate January 31st, 2026, with the option of one additional 2-year extension. The contract modification is in the amount of $46,852. The State of Ohio has a master services agreement with this vendor. The original contract was awarded to CBTS by the State of Ohio Department of Administrative Services, General Services Division under a master cloud services agreement. The contract between Franklin County Child Support and CBTS was originally approved under Resolution 0207-23 with the option of two 2-year extensions, with this being the first of those 2 extensions being modified. This conversion will improve the staff user experience by providing more call options and improve call quality and reliability, allowing the agency to utilize the latest technology used by the State of Ohio Teams voice calling. This technology generally has allowed us to eliminate desk phones and has provided technology for our staff to respond to resident calls and inquiries, whether working remotely at home or in office via their laptop. Through CBTS report tracking, the agency can track call center performance, and our staff can monitor call volume across the agency to ensure resident concerns are being addressed accurately and timely. It also allows the agency to monitor the most frequently asked questions by residents in order to drive policy decisions. Pending any questions, I request approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 444-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 444-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 445-25, resolution authorizing an extension of the participation agreement to obtain location information through West Publishing Corporation through the Consolidated Lead Evaluation and Reporting Database in the amount of $23,045.
This resolution for your consideration authorizes the agency to enter into the second of 2 extensions of the participation agreement by and between the County Commissioners Association, the County CSEAs, the Ohio Child Support Professionals Association, and West Publishing Corporation's Consolidated Lead Evaluation and Reporting CLEAR database. The Board of Commissioners approved the original participation agreement under Resolution Number 0520-21. The contract is in the amount of $23,045 and is effective from June 1st, 25 until May 31st, 27. The purpose of this contract is to provide staff with access to information needed to locate individuals for the purposes of arranging parentage testing to gain resident-parent participation in administrative and judicial hearings, and for case management of support orders. This service agreement provides the CSEA with access to West's Clear database, which has several innovative proprietary features to locate parents, including public records and incarceration data. These services were competitively bid by the CCAO, and the agreement utilizes a joint purchasing program which allows local agencies to take advantage of the statewide negotiated price. The Ohio Child Support Professionals Association will be responsible for the administration of this agreement. Pending any questions, I ask that this resolution be approved.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 445-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 445-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 446-25. Resolution authorizing a 4D contract between the Franklin County Child Support Enforcement Agency and the Franklin County Clerk of Courts in the amount of $378,737.89.
This contract, I'm requesting your approval to authorize the CSEA to enter into a one-year interagency agreement with the Franklin County Clerk of Courts beginning July 1st, 25 through June 30th, 26, and in an amount not to exceed $378,737.89. The purpose of this contract is to reimburse the Clerk of Courts for expenses associated with the filing and maintenance of documents, including all motions, complaints, investigations, and other documents and other document entries required in the course of the CSEA business and for service of process. Each unit of service defined as a CSEA-initiated court docket entry will be reimbursed at the rate of $4.07 per entry, with a total of 92,967 entries anticipated to be devoted to this contract. The performance standard will remain to process all filings within 3 business days. The CSEA and Franklin County Courts have a long history of successful collaboration in the establishment and case management of child support orders. And this contract and those prior connects to the Rise Together Blueprint Goals number 12 and number 13. Pending any questions, I request that this resolution be approved.
Commissioners, if I could just really quick. Sure. Joy Bivens, Deputy County Administrator. Susan, do you have supportive services for the non-custodial parent who are in arrearage in those situations? Like, do you work with the Clerk of Court's office in that? And if you do, can we make sure we put that on your website so folks will know what is
Okay.
available to them?
Yeah. Well, yes, we can file a motion to assess and liquidate arrears to reduce arrearage payments on cases. That's a court process right
Yeah.
now. But we're currently in the process of designing an administrative process where we can do that internally within the agency to reduce those arrearage payments.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
All right, if there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 446-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 446-25 has been adopted.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You do the
too,
same.
Susan.
Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 447-25, resolution approving a service agreement extension with Credible Mind Incorporated for a digital behavioral health platform that connects residents to online mental health and wellness information and resources in the amount of $43,000.
Good morning, Commissioners and County
Morning.
Administration. Bart Logan, Job and Family Services. Studies show that a significant portion of the population, particularly young people, try to manage mental health challenges on their own or through informal support groups. We're working, obviously, to reduce the stigma around mental health and seeking treatment, but we also want to make sure that we meet people where they are, and that's where this Credible Mind mental health platform comes in. Through their online library, they're able to connect residents with information to serve resources on over 230 different emotional wellness and mental health topics. They're able to connect with evidence-based and trusted and vetted apps, podcasts, videos, articles, and books through the platform, and get access to evidence-based approaches that are known to help with mental health and well-being topics. Since our launch, over 44,000 residents have utilized the platform, with nearly 24,000 of them completing the interactive online assessments. They've used the site to research over 188 topics. The most common ones we've seen, the top three, being depression, cognitive behavioral therapy, and stress. But some of the other most common topics that we've seen, self-care, anxiety, therapy and support groups, parenting, loneliness, suicide prevention, bipolar disorder, and burnout. This agreement with Credible Mind would align and support the Rise Together Blueprint Goal number 3 for improving health for those living with chronic mental health and behavioral health conditions. It is also the first of 2 optional 1-year extensions of our current agreement with Credible Mind that ran through March 31st of 2025. And pending any questions, we'll respectfully request your approval.
Madam President?
Go ahead.
Did you have a question first? Go ahead.
I didn't have a question, I just had a comment, and I'll talk more about this next week. So last month was a Mental Health Awareness Month. This month is focused on men, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I know there are resources on the website, which is franklincountyohio.crediblemmind.com. If anyone wants to check it out, as soon as you go to the website, there is a 1-minute assessment.
Is it .com or .gov?
I think it's .com.
Is
Yeah,
that- okay,
.com.
yes.
Where you could take a 1-minute assessment to see if your worry days are a sign of anxiety, and then it's really, like, all of the assessments are fast and easy to take. But I would just encourage everyone to go to Credible Mind platform to use the resource. It's a really great tool.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Madam President? may I?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you for that recommendation. I'm going to try it. I keep meaning to go and kind of just see what it does offer, because I haven't, in all honesty. And so I want to, but I want to just circle back. As you all know, we hosted the first ever Empowerment Summit. And the idea behind the Empowerment Summit was to empower people to become a better version of themselves, and through the mental health hurdles that we all face and travel through life. And we promoted Credible Mind as a resource. And so, Bart, it would be, I think it's going to be very helpful. You shared some statistics, which are in some data points that are helpful and important. I was going to ask those questions, and you just kind of got to it, so thanks. But it'll be so important for us to track this as we go forward, so that we can really analyze how we're deploying resources, whether it be mental health resources or human services resources, and really taking this conversation not only serious, but to another level. The Empowerment Summit, which had nearly 2,000 people show up, I think is a small indicator of the mental health spike in crisis happening in Central Ohio. Every clinician that I spoke with over the last year had indicated that they are seeing increased numbers on a substantial level. And then when you factor that into other statistical information we all have access to, like consumer confidence index and housing price of purchase, employment rates, et cetera, you can see that we are in a challenging time, no matter how you look at it. And so Credible Mind is a resource that Franklin County is providing to every resident, not just Franklin County employees, but anyone that wants to access this resource, as Commissioner Crawley just illustrated. And so I just wanted to say we're digging deeply into this conversation around mental health. Mental health is physical health, and we are trying to do our best to provide a conduit to the resources that exist out there. And I don't know where all this will go, but I'm confident it's going somewhere. And so the data, I just want to re-emphasize, will be very important to make the case, because I know my colleagues would agree with me that we've got some tough decisions ahead of us around how we're deploying resources, and that means we'll have to focus on data even more as we make those choices.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think I asked you last week during briefing for the analytics on what people are clicking on most. I think that is informative, and so it is anonymous, everyone just know. But there is analytics, data analytics behind that can inform, yeah, how we meet the needs and meet the residents. If somebody is looking at podcasts or videos on depression or postpartum depression or whatever, maybe we need to do more in the maternal health space. We know that mental health challenges is the leading cause of death among women in the state, pregnant and postpartum. And so, yeah, if we can look at pull the analytics to see what people are clicking on, what they're using the most, maybe we'll be able to do more of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've got the analytics sheet here, and I'll send that as an email follow-up too.
Oh, you got it, okay.
Just a quick reminder, if I might, just to remember that this is a conversation, this isn't simply a Franklin County conversation. This is, as we know from our associations across the state and across the nation, this is a national conversation with counties across the country. This is something that we discuss with our colleagues every time we talk with our colleagues across the state and across the country.
Great. If there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 447-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 447-25 has been adopted. Resolution number 448-25. Resolution approving a subaward agreement with the Vincentian Ohio Action Network for workplace recruitment and training services in support of Franklin County Cafe Overlook in the amount of $440,000.
Through this subboard, Commissioners, the Vincentian Ohio Action Network, or VOAN, leverages their ARCH program to implement workforce readiness training and retention program for individuals seeking employment in the food services and hospitality industry. Trainees receive 6 weeks of on-the-job training, including soft skills, as well as interview skills, customer service, problem solving, and training for industry-recognized ServSafe food safety certifications. They also have access to supportive services and barrier removal assistance, including access to childcare, transportation, housing stability, as well as mental health and wellness resources. And then the participants who successfully complete the training program are offered job opportunities with Cafe Overlook or other industry employers, with Cafe Overlook team members being paid a wage of no less than $15 per hour, as well as access to paid health benefits. To date, 77 residents have earned their ServSafe certifications, and 51 have successfully obtained permanent employment through the program. And during this upcoming award period, VOAN will look to recruit and train 65 residents for employment opportunities with Cafe Overlook or other food service or hospitality jobs. And this resolution supports Goal 3 of your blueprint, increasing access to relevant training for credentials to meet local demand with employer commitments to hire and promote. Pending any other questions, we will respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
I don't have any questions. I just have a comment. Absolutely supportive of the partnership that we have. If you've not been to Cafe Overlook, you're missing out. Everyone should have been up there by now. But the food service workers that we have are some of the nicest people. They do a really great job. They are, the food is amazing, but you know, they're absolutely people who work hard and make sure that our experience is one that is always great. And so I just wanted to lift up the staff and the employees that come through this partnership.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
If there are no further comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 448-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Abstain.
Resolution number 448-25 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Have a great day. Next, we have Justice Policy and Programs.
Resolution number 44925, resolution authorizing a contract renewal with Virtual Case Manager for web-based case management software licensure in the amount of $2,533.34.
Good morning, Commissioners. Melissa Pearson, Chief Operating Officer with the Franklin County Office of Justice Policy and Programs. The Office of Justice Policy and Programs adopted the virtual case management system in 2020, and it now supports both rapid resource centers, our downtown reentry efforts, the male and female pathways programs, our medication-assisted treatment initiative, and Safer Stations case management needs. This resolution supports our annual software licensure for virtual case management in the amount of $2,533.34. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval.
There are no comments or questions. Move for adoption of 449-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 44925 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Next, we have purchasing.
Resolution number 45025, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $4,713,931.17.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tracy Matthew, Assistant Director of Purchasing Operations, and joining me is Andrina Austin, Economic Equity Administrator for the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. This resolution, Commissioners, request your approval of 80 purchase orders for which the County Auditor has pre-certified available funding. I'll turn it over to Andrina to share the supplier diversity data.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration.
Good morning.
7 of the purchase orders being presented are being awarded to small and emerging businesses totaling $70,418. These awards are distributed as follows: 5% to women-owned businesses and 4% to minority-owned businesses. Once approved, 3 agencies will provide equitable and inclusive opportunities to small businesses this week, and these agencies are the Data Center, Domestic Relations and Juvenile Court, and the Sheriff's Department. Year-to-date, Franklin County Board of Commissioner agencies have awarded 254 purchase orders to small and emerging businesses to total $15,021,767.89. And pending any questions or concerns, we're respectfully requesting your approvals today.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 450-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number 45025 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 45125, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $5,316,021.89.
Commissioners, this resolution requests your approval of 3 purchase orders. The county auditor has pre-certified available funding, and pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45125.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Abstain.
Resolution number 45125 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 45225, resolution authorizing a contract with Beatty and Associates for consulting and lobbying services in the amount of $96,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kevin Pangrace, Director of Government Affairs. This resolution authorizes a contract with Beatty and Associates for government relations services. As you know, the changing landscape in Washington requires increased strategic engagement at both the congressional and agency level. Beatty and Associates have extensive experience lobbying in both congressional and federal agencies. The firm is led by Rontel Beatty and Merv Jones, and Merv will be our primary point of contact. We've had some great initial discussions and are really looking forward to working with him on a daily basis to help amplify our efforts at the federal level on behalf of our residents. I'm happy to answer any questions and humbly request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 452-25. That's fine. 452-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Resolution number
Thank you.
45225 has been adopted. Resolution number 45325, resolution appointing James Leisure as an alternate member to the Franklin County Rural Zoning Commission.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Michael Ruhrman, Assistant Director of Community Appointments. We have 2 resolutions to finish up the agenda today. The first one is to appoint James Leisure as an alternate member at large to the Franklin County Rural Zoning Commission for a term ending June 30th, 2026. Pending any questions, we respectfully ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 453-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 45325 has been adopted. Resolution number 45425, resolution appointing Nancy Hunter as an alternate member to the Franklin County Rural Zoning Commission.
Our final resolution seeks to appoint Nancy Hunter as an alternate member at large to the Franklin County Rural Zoning Commission for a term ending June 30th, 2026. Pending any questions, we respectfully ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 454-25.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 45425 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, do we have any generalizations?
We have two today. Case number ANX-17-25, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition, ANX-17-25, was filed with the Economic Development and Planning Department on June 2nd, 2025. The petition is requesting to annex 1.891 acres from Franklin Township to the city of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on July 8th, 2025. The site is Wilson Road, PID number 140-007492. Case number ANX-19-25, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition. ANX-19-25 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on June 3rd, 2025. The petition is requesting to annex 1 acre from Truro Township to the city of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on July 8th, 2025. The site is Wilson Road, PID number 261-148526.
Thank you. Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 45525, resolution of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners to convene into executive session to confer with the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office concerning pending or imminent litigation.
Move to convene into executive session to confer with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject or pending or imminent court action.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Resolution number 45525 has been adopted to convene into executive session.